Welcome back to TTC Cars. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And this week we've got a car Craig has never seen because he hasn't driven it yet. I'm kidding, he drove it to the shoot here. That's it. It's gonna be fresh for him. It's a 2024 Subaru Ascent ONYX Edition Limited. Okay, that's what it is. Look, here's the real news on it though. This puppy starts at $46,595. The only option is floor mats. After destination, $48,031. The good news is, if you're not into the ONYX stuff, which it's pretty cool, I'm not anti-ONYX, you can get this thing as cheap as $35,000 and change.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive. They all come standard with the turbo 2.4 boxer, 8-speed CVT transmission. Subaru actually gives you the gear ratios. They actually tell you, here's the gear we're imitating, and they're consistent with it. That's why people like this one so much. It's actually probably the smoothest transmission that they could ever make at this budget, price point wise. Like look, if you're gonna go CVT, that's the one to get. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's really phenomenal. And symmetrical all-wheel drive, like that a lot. Looks, I wanna point something out that Craig and I haven't discussed yet, but in a previous vehicle that was in the segment, Honda CR-V, he hated this.
I've noticed these. No, I've noticed these.
Did?
So on the CR-V, the problem was these were in like chrome or like fake metal.
That's right.
And so they stood out like a sore thumb. These are black. It works. It's okay.
It does work. And these match the grille, and the grille, it's kind of cool. The grille is actually metallic blue flake behind it, like the Subaru blue. The camera, I doubt the camera gets it, but it's this blue and flake behind the paint. Overall look, if you like Subarus, you're gonna love this. And that's kind of all there is to say about it. It looks handsome. It's actually a good looking car. My neighbor has one of these and she's in love. She loves this thing. Good car.
Everybody that gets a Subaru is in love with it.
They're in love with them. And everyone that buys an Ascent is like, this is the best car ever made. And look, I get it. I get it. I'm not gonna say I agree with that because there's a lot of cars in the world, a lot of fish in the sea, Craig. Let's get down to wheels and tires though.
Ooh.
Textured, not painted, and that is on brand for Subaru. They are not abandoning that crowd. Look, this has no business going up Mount Everest, but you want to feel like you can do it. That's why that's there, to give you the illusion that you can.
Has any car been up Mount Everest?
No, Top Gear's done too, so it's probably not gonna happen. We'll get to that in a future episode.
Yeah.
Coming down here, we've got 20-inch wheels, which is the biggest point of contention to me. They look good. They're dusty now, but they're actually, this part of the ONYX package. You can get this finish on the wheel. 245 50 R20 tires. These are Falcons or highway tires. They are super quiet. They handle well. No complaints with the wheels and tires. Other than the 18 would ride even a little bit better. This gets a little bit choppy sometimes because it doesn't have any type of a special damper. It's just a straightforward damper. McPherson strut up front, double wishbone in the rear. Not much else to say about that. Before we get too far down, I want to point out the green metallic paint, which, look, my mom likes this color a lot, Craig. She's really into it. It's like a metallic olive. I'm about it. Looks pretty good. Yeah, no complaints. These do close when you lock it. That's kind of cool for a car at this price point.
Ooh.
A little bit of luxury. And when
it's
you
like
go
an Escalade.
Like an Escalade. And when you go to unlock it, the unlock button is actually the Subaru icon. I like that. Come on down, roof rack, baby. You know what this thing needs to do? Hold the tent, and it will, because it is rated for 700 pounds of weight. That's more than a Toyota Tacoma. That's impressive. They're not screwing around. Real deal. Come on down to the fuel door. Doesn't have it because it's Japanese. Let's go to the other side. All right, we're on to the passenger side now because Subaru decided to make an American market only vehicle that's made in America and put the fuel door on the right side for some reason. Anyways, it's over here. Metal door, feels very Japanese, not capless, does have a cap holder, does hold it. Half pass. Coming out back, we have blacked out accents because of the ONYX package, which look really good. You still have the all-wheel drive symbols so people know that you're not messing around. And my favorite part of the rear, Craig,
dual tips, baby.
Real tips, not faux turn downs like Ford does in the Explorer, and not fake tips like all the German competitors seem to do.
I want to hear the exhaust.
Let's do it. Now that we have that covered, let's check out under the hood. Whoa, what is going on here?
That's a lot. It's like a Duramax.
It's like,
look at that.
No, it's like a WRX car, Craig.
Oh,
WRC car.
All right.
All right, so let's get through it. This is a 2.4 liter turbocharged twin scroll, not twin turbo, twin scroll, dual overhead cam, variable valve timing, but only on the intake side of cams, not the exhaust cams. So whatever, that's fine. It's good for 277 foot-pounds of torque and 260 horsepower.
Wow.
That's not bad. I'm happy with that. More importantly though, because it's Subaru, it's a boxer platform we've seen before. If you've had an FRS or a BRZ, it has basically the same layout minus turbos. If you get a WRX, it basically has this and almost the same, it's the same power and everything, so everything's good. Intake-wise, you've got this beefy air intake right here. The intercooler's on top, traditional Subaru style. That's pretty cool. I like that they keep it that way, and the reason why that was originally packaged that way was because in rally cars, you couldn't hit things in the bottom end on course and be left on the trail. Subaru won a few rounds that way by having the intercooler up there. They keep doing it today. That's pretty cool. Let's check out the interior.
Thanks, Brian, for reminding us of the rally heritage that Subaru has in all their cars. Let's open up the hatch. It is powered, that's good.
Nice.
And we're doing this first time together, so let's see here what we've got. We've got the third row up, Brian, and we do actually have some room. That's not bad. We can actually put our bag long ways. Not terrible.
These are reclined all the way, by the way, as well.
Good point. Oh, good point. Yeah, you could actually do this a little bit, and you could recline them up, so you could get it like a suitcase that's taller.
Right.
Set the bag in like that if you have
options.
to. Yeah, you got options. Now let's check under here, see what we get. Brian, we get a shade or a whatever cover. Oh, okay, towing stuff, and
more tire stuff.
More tire stuff. Okay, that's good. So let's see what else we have. Goodies, plugs, and accessories. We have 120 watts, so it's just a regular charger. We have Harman Kardon. Back here, I guess that's probably a sub. Third row is nice, but I want to put it down and see how much cargo room we get. We lay it down and jam my finger there. We lay this one down. Not the car's fault, my fault. Plenty of room. Actually, that's actually pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad.
And not a bad space. But Brian, let's pull it back up real quick, and because we're going to go back there real quick, briefly, and test out that third row. There's 2 levers you can do, or you can just hit the top one and pull it up, and it slides forward.
Not
really
bad.
nice. You get in, we sit down, we pull the seat behind us, and we fold it back up, and I've got some room. This is not actually as bad as I thought it'd be. And then I get cup holders and stuff. And then to get out, I get a little handle here. That's nice. And I just push it forward, and that's actually pretty good. That's not bad.
Pretty good.
Let's check out the second row. We have a padded door sill.
Ooh.
And we have a nice padded with I say yellow stitching, you say green stitching.
It is definitely green.
No, it's yellow. Let us know in the comments if it's yellow or green. Maybe it's a yellow green.
100% neon green. Okay.
No, not true. Brian, look.
What?
I put these on.
Yep.
Yellow. Told you.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so let's get in the seat. Pretty good, pretty nice right here. We get a nice armrest. That's actually nice, and I can put it in different spots. Very nice.
Bravo.
And then I can actually recline this, Brian, in the spot I want. And then, Brian, yes, I can move this forward and aft.
Bravo.
What this does, it gives you a lot of flexibility with packaging or people or cargo. That's really nice. Best thing, we have a pano. Pano is great, and it's the worst because sometimes 6'4" people don't fit. Brian?
Who are you talking about? Look, I'm sitting behind myself, my knees are in the seat, and let's make sure it's back. It is back, but there's plenty of room to adjust the front. That's not really a criticism. Get the chair where I want it, and I'm hitting the roof. If I go back all the way, it's fine, just kind of awkward, like most things in this class, if we're honest.
But Brian, you know, it's not terrible though, because we do get in-roof vents, which is nice, always better than in the center. USB-C, USB-A, because we know we're transitioning, thank you Subaru, and then a cover that does nothing, and then a cup holder little thing. That's nice, not terrible.
Good options, I like that.
Okay, Brian, let's move to the front.
Let's go.
All right, Brian, getting in here before I get to the door, I want to point out the payload. 1158 is the payload, which is actually not terrible. Now, if it was a full frame SUV, we'd have won a little bit more, but this is a unibody construction car-based SUV. That's not terrible. We do get a padded door sill, not bad, and then we continue the yellow stitching theme in the front.
Green.
And the padded armrest and with a cell phone holder and a big bottle holder here. Look, they know you're getting a hydro flask in a Subaru. They ain't messing around.
Big time.
So let's get in here. I do love that this particular trim and model and options, it gives us the rubber floor mats, which is very handy. Look, this car is very durable for lots of lifestyle, outdoor activity vehicles with dogs or mountain climbing or whatever and dirt. And it's actually been kind of nice because it's been muddy and rainy in our neighborhood lately, and it's kind of just handled everything.
Yeah,
so
no
that's
worries.
pretty nice.
Even if we got it terrible, we just dump it out.
I do like that you get the split dash, which is nice. You can always put more and more car manufacturers starting to do that, which is really handy for exactly that right there.
Big fan of
Get a
that.
nice padded dash, which is not cheap. And then we get a little bit of a beef we have here that you've mentioned a couple times. You start it up and it just works. It just takes a minute.
You can't like...
It just
it works this time.
Oh, now it works. Yeah, it's like taking it to a mechanic. Now it works.
But this morning it took about 30 seconds to do anything,
Yeah.
which is just silly.
Yeah, and in Brian's defense, he's right. I was with him earlier, and it took a long time. We were trying to get the Rangers, and it took a while to get the radio on. So, but the best part, Brian, is look at this. See those?
Oh,
those are
yeah.
not simulations. That is the real thing. That is.
I mean, look at the graphics. They look 3D.
It looks almost real. Us because it is. Thank you. Other than that, though, you get the same standard Subaru language, kind of just all throughout. And you know what? We talked about this when we were driving over here. It just works. Everything in Subarus are simple, easy to figure out, and that's why people fall in love with them, I think. I think they just get them and they just work and they don't have to think real hard about them. We get so many complexities in our life, not in a Subaru. 0 to 60 time.
Craig, before we get into a couple things I missed earlier, payload is how much? 1,100 pounds?
1158.
Suburban's 1,300. That's real close in this thing.
Yeah.
Towing rating's 5,000 pounds. Other than that, it's a CVT. Traction control's off. There is no sport mode.
But it's got Rally Heritage and WRX roots in the hood.
An intercooler and symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Hit it.
And a CVT. I'm gonna shift it because it's more fun that way. Ooh, she's not happy. There it is. There's a boost. Second gear. Fake third gear and 60 miles an hour.
Whoa, I am floored, buddy.
What is it?
Sub 8, 7.96
Okay.
with me in it, but that is going to be the least entertaining 0 to 60 run I've ever seen in my life.
Pretty brutal. Look, off camera, I asked Craig. He goes, "There's no way it's under 8."
It just seems really slow.
Without you in it,
What was it?
6.92.
No way!
Yes. Yes.
You're kidding me. Sub 7 seconds.
Yep.
This thing.
Yes.
There's no way we got the settings right. Are you serious?
I'm serious, yes. That's what we saw out of it.
Wow. You know, I think what it is, in all seriousness, so we'll speak to this. It's the CVT.
It is
The
CVT.
The CVT
sensation.
hides the sensations
Yes.
of accelerating, and it's probably, I guess, in ways better.
Yeah. Well, no, but in terms of cost and around town jerkiness and stop and go traffic, it is better. Everywhere else, it's not.
Yeah.
But of the CVTs out there, this is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
For sure.
In general, I just don't like it, even though it's fine and it's proving it by that 0 to 60 time there.
Right.
And a vehicle of this size should not be doing this.
There's no business doing that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
The issue is off the line, no one's home. It is real bad.
Yeah.
But when you're rolling and you go, oh, let me get into it,
It's fine.
it's got some shove, right? Some shove. Now we've soaked it. It's usually feeling better than that in my
Sure.
drives.
Sure.
We've had 4 0 to 60 runs back to back here.
But it is only 77 degrees.
Yeah, it's kind of inexcusable. But my only complaint with this, I've gotten used to it after 4 days of driving it. Around town, I constantly find it hitting boost and also finding the peak CVT ratio at the same time. And so when I'm like just tipping with my toe, it's like slow, surge. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And because of that, I've had, on average, 16.9 miles a gallon my week driving it.
Yeah, and that's not good because actually your drive is not brutal.
No, it's urban and it's parkway. Like that's the best case for a CVT.
Yeah.
And it's just doing a real bad job with that.
So yeah, that's a little disappointing. If you're expecting to get good fuel numbers out of it, you're not going to find them.
No,
so
you're not.
there's that.
That is unfortunate.
Seating position. Let's talk about that a little bit because we both. The first thing I noticed when I got in here is this seat does not lower, and I'm sitting really high.
It's real high over there.
Now, the good news is that seat does go down, but Brian, you mentioned it earlier. What do you call it? It's what kind of style position?
It's minivan-esque.
Yeah.
And I feel okay with that because this is Subaru's functional minivan.
It's exactly what it
seats
is.
up to 8 people.
Yes.
It's flexible seating in the middle. It just doesn't have sliding doors. Like if minivans are cool, they'd build it on this platform.
Right.
It's
This is the
totally
closest you'll ever
acceptable.
get to a Subaru minivan.
Right.
So
It's totally
here it is.
acceptable.
Yeah.
It fits the build of the car. I'm fine with that. Ride and drive. These are static dampers. They are not adaptables. They're not mag ride or anything crazy like that. It rides fine. With the 20s on urban driving, it can be choppy sometimes, but not abusive at all. Handling. This is the most important and surprising thing
Oh, yeah,
about
we both got this right away.
I put it on our twisty section. I test with every vehicle we have. I test them on the section. I switch back 30 mile an hour sub-speed road. It is incredibly balanced.
Yes.
There is no understeer. There's no oversteer, and body lean is surprisingly flat. And it handles way better than I thought it would. Like way better than I thought.
No, it's a lot of fun, and that's one of the first things I noticed in the turn. I gave it some juice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it doesn't just push. This is balanced.
Right.
So that's no one's buying this for that.
No.
But it's
no
just
one
nice to
cares.
know that
No.
it's there. Look, so if your spouse gets this car and you want to drive it through the twisties, you're
good.
gonna have fun with it. That's all.
The only place that stinks is out of the hole because of CVT. So in straight line, there's really no STI in here.
It's a momentum car.
It's a momentum car. It's got some WRX hiding. So all that covered, not a bad rig.
With that, thanks for watching. Let us know if you would get this or the Honda Pilot or the Highlander. Telluride, what's your choice and why? With that, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let us know that this is yellow stitching, not green.
It's green. Thanks for watching.
No, it's yellow. Let us know in the comments if it's yellow or green. Maybe it's a yellow green.
100% neon green. Okay.
No, not true.